Welcome viewers. China carries out military exercises near Taiwan and Japan, sending 47 aircrafts across Taiwan Strait in strike drill. China sent 47 aircraft across the Mediterranean line of the Taiwan Strait on Sunday, its largest insertion into Taiwan's air defense zone in recent months, as Beijing steps up efforts to normalize aggressive military operations around the self-ruled island. The incursion were made by 42 J-10, J-11, J-16 and Su-30 fighter jets, 2 Y-8 maritime patrol aircrafts and KJ-500 early warning aircraft, as well as a CH-4 and WZ-7 military drone, according to the Taiwanese Defense Ministry. It added that a total of 71 Chinese aircraft were spotted around the island, and that Taiwan military have responded by tasking combat air patrol aircrafts, navy vessels and land-based missile system. The fight part, also so-called strike drill according to China's military, follow naval exercise by the Chinese aircraft carrier group in the Western Pacific close to the Japan on Friday. China's ruling Communist Party views Taiwan, a democratically governed island of 24 million, as a part of its territory. Despite having never controlled it, it has long vowed to reunify the island with the Chinese mainland by force if necessary. Tensions surrounding Taiwan have increased markedly this year. A visit to the island by the US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi in August prompted a fury from the Communist Party and an immediate flurry of military exercise. Since then, Beijing has stepped an aggressive military pressure tactics on the island, sending fighter jets across the Mediterranean line of the Taiwan Strait, the body of water separating Taiwan and China into Island Air Defense Identification Zone, a buffer airspace commonly referred to as ADIZ. For decades, the Mediterranean line had served an informal demarcation line between the two, with military incursion across the Bing area. The newest activities come as a Chinese military Eastern Theater Command said on Sunday or conducted joint combat regarding patrol and strike drills around the Taiwan. Then in response, provocations between Taiwan and the United States without providing specific details. The troop will take all necessary measures to resolutely defend national sovereignty and territorial integrity, the Eastern Theater Command said. On Friday, US President Joe Biden signed a sweeping new defense bill into the law that included the establishment of the Defense Monetization Program of Taiwan in deter to Chinese aggression. The Taiwanese Defense Ministry responded in a statement Sunday night that it has confidence in defending the sovereignty. The actions in the Chinese Communist Party highlighted its mentality of using force to resolve differences, which undermines the regional peace and stability, it said. The cooperation between Taiwan and the United States will help safeguard a free, open and stable Indo-Pacific region. The military will continue the strengthened military responsiveness based on the enemy threats and self-defense needs, it added. In November, Biden met Chinese leader Xi Jinping in person for the first time during his presidency at G20 summit in Indonesia. Afterward, Biden described the 3-hour meeting as an open and candid and cast doubt an immediate invasion of Taiwan. Formal bilateral talks of climate cooperation and expected a resume will part of border of the agreements between Biden and Xi Jinping, with China having previously halted talk as a part of retaliation for Pelosi's visit to Taiwan. Last Friday, China also conducted a series of military drills close to Japan's southern Okinawa Island in the Pacific Ocean, according to Japanese authorities. The Chinese Navy 11 aircraft carrier, as well as 2 destroyers and a fragile, sailed over the 560 kilometers, about 348 miles east of Katadaito Island, located on Okinawa east coast. On December 21st, according to Japan's joint staff, the vessel also sailed roughly 120 kilometers east of Okinotoshiyama, located further southeast on December 22nd. Then on Friday, around 180 carrier-based fighters, jets and helicopters took off and landed on the Liaoning aircraft carrier, according to Japan's defense ministry. Japan's Ministry of Defense and Self-Defense Forces responded by deploying 2 escort ships to collect information and carry out warning of surveillance, the ministry said. Tensions between China and Japan have also rising steadily, with Beijing gripping the naval and air forces in the areas near Japan. China also claims that Senkaku Island and uninhabited Japanese-controlled chain of East China Sea. Chinese ships have been making frequent forays near the island, which is also called the Diaoyes, which Japan scrambles weaponless almost daily response to the Chinese planes nearing the airspace. Earlier this month, Japan unveiled a new national security plan that signals the country's biggest military buildup since World War II, doubting defense spending and veering its most specific constitution to the face of growing threats China, North Korea and Russia. Our reports, Fosak TV.